Watch as a Russian flamethrower launcher opens fire, and Ukrainian guns shoot back a minute later. Horrible war. Ukraine fires back a TOS-1A flamethrower missile that destroyed a Russian tank convoy. A dramatic duel between a Russian flamethrowing rocket launcher and Ukrainian artillery, somewhere in eastern Ukraine recently underscores a brutal truth about the fighting along that front, 100 days into Russia's wider war on Ukraine. It's an artillery fight. Big guns and rocket launchers shoot at enemy troops while the enemy's own big guns shoot back. Whoever shoots more, farther and faster should have the upper hand. The duel played out during a video shoot by Russian propagandists. The video's host stood next to a TOS-1 thermobaric rocket launcher, bragging about the demoralizing effect of the 220mm diameter rockets. The TOS-1 is one of the more terrifying weapons in the Russian arsenal. Thermobaric munitions burst over their targets, spreading a fuel vapor before exploding and igniting the fuel, and creating a pressure wave that's twice as powerful as that from a conventional artillery shell. A fuel-air explosive can have the effect of a tactical nuclear weapon without residual radiation, Lester Grau and Timothy Smith explained in a 2000 article in Marine Corps Gazette. The Russians seem to have deployed to Ukraine the majority of the roughly 50 TOS-1s they had before the war. The Ukrainians have destroyed several of the 45-ton, 30-round launchers and associated support vehicles and captured others, and have fired at least one captured launcher back at the Russians. But TOS-1s still are active along the front. They're especially useful as the Kremlin narrows its war aims and focuses its remaining forces on surrounding and cutting off Severodonetsk, the last city on the eastern bank of the Donets River in eastern Ukraine's Donbas region. The TOS-1 is one of the best weapons for rooting out those underground positions. Since a fuel-air mixture flows easily into any cavities, neither natural terrain features nor non-hermetically sealed field fortifications protect against the effects of fuel-air explosives, Grau and Smith wrote. Thermobaric rockets are part of the mix as concentrated fires help Russian troops advance around Severodonetsk. Russia has achieved these recent tactical successes at significant resource cost, and by concentrating force and fires on a single part of the overall campaign, the UK Defence Ministry stated. In the video, the TOS-1 fires one rocket, standard practice, as the crew would wait to gauge the accuracy of the first shot before firing a full salvo. Less than a minute later, there's the sharp sound of incoming Ukrainian artillery, which apparently misses. To be clear, Russian guns and rockets outnumber Ukrainian guns and rockets, especially in Donbas. But the Ukrainians have some advantages in a counter-battery fight, in particular with TOS-1s. The Russian army has counter-battery radars, too, of course. But the Ukrainian army benefits from steady supplies of fresh radars from foreign donors. The Ukrainians since February have received no fewer than 3 dozen new counter-battery radars from the United States and other foreign allies. It's possible the TOS-1 in the video escaped the Ukrainian shelling. Pretty soon, however, dodging counter-battery fire could get a lot harder for the Russians.